Despite their smiles and giggles at our camera, these kids have never really known the innocence of childhood. Shams says she still has nightmares of the day she was wounded by shrapnel. Her two cousins are orphans, their parents killed in an airstrike years ago. Shams's father, a rebel fighter himself, says they weren't living, they were just waiting to die. But now he says he has hope.
So as you can see, this is basically the demilitarized zone, the belt of pink. And within it, there are only meant to be Turkish observation posts. The Russians, the Iranians, and the Syrian regime are meant to be taking up their positions well on the outside.
After years of ceasefires and de-escalation zones that failed to hold, the Russia-Turkey negotiated demilitarized zone is perhaps an agreement that, at least in the short term, stands a chance.
الاختلاف الأكبر والأساسي هو وجود الضامن التركي حاليا. يعني احنا المعول الأكبر اللي خلانا نعطي هاي الاتفاقية أو نتفق عليها بشكل كامل هو الضامن التركي، الضمانات التركية اللي وصلتنا ترى الشعب موافق عليها. لأنه العالم اللي هون تعبت.
السلام عليكم.
Rebel fighters can keep their light weapons within the zone. And we're shown what are some of the last heavy weapons, multiple Grad rocket launchers, howitzers, that are being pulled out of Syria's DMZ.
Commanders that we have been talking to here have been very quick to emphasize that this is merely a withdrawal of heavy weaponry. And while everybody hopes that this agreement will hold, there is Syria's reality and the fact that they have to ready themselves for the eventuality that it does not.
But that, Ar-Ra'ad says, would result in an ocean of blood if this agreement doesn't hold. It's far from a long-term solution to Syria's tragic, bloody recent history, but it's meant at the very least to allow for a respite from the bombings and violence that have torn so many families apart, create a sense of stability, and perhaps, just perhaps, allow for a viable political solution. Arwa Damon, CNN, in the demilitarized zone, Syria.